Hey, listen up, everybody.
Here we are, another hour of fun and festivity. What are we looking at? We're going to look at the one that Poco Loco sent that I got from him yesterday. Rustler India Pale Ale from Payette Brewing Company, 6.2%. What is it? Unpredictable character. Yeah, I don't want to be influenced. We're just gonna go right on in. And just for the record, Poco, yeah, you mentioned a few things, but there was alcohol involved in an email. But I still don't know what the Hive Industries mag release is for. I haven't. The FN is with Alice, and Alice is on duty in an undisclosed location, so I haven't. Has that light fruitiness of a typical IPA, and it looks like it's maybe like filtered down to 99 microns. But I have no idea. Cheers. Okay, definitely more of a dry and a bitter. It has almost a caramel-like maltiness to it. It's not real dry or bitter, but you know how when you say "but," it negates everything else that you evidently were about to say. Hey, this thing. See, this is a bad idea right here. It's a bad idea. If we get too far and we get to the boiler and the lasers, but we got to have Spick in there. There he is. See, I think it's like almost balancing on the bottle of Port Charlotte, which means if I wanted some of that right now, it'd be a train wreck. For some reason, the image is looking better. I may or may not. I've been really upset if I would have done any damage to this camera, but I don't think the outlet... See, this was one of those weird things, and I didn't even realize it until the other day. Evidently, I never... Shut up. Never touched it. Oh, it's Josh. The other day, and I probably should have thought more of it, being that it's not a cheap camera, I leaned over to do something, and all I did is I hit the rail, the lock, the hot shoe. I hit the hot shoe for where a microphone or an auxiliary light can go, and it hit me right here, and I was like, ow! I got a tingle. And then I started thinking, I've worked on the LED lights. There's just some LED lights that hang behind a blanket, kind of diffused. If the blanket isn't there, you can see those lights perfectly. I mean, you can see them a little bit. I don't know about your perspective. Hey, let's get in your perspective. Now the girl pretty much blocks them out, and wow, look at the size of those eyes. Yeah, you just lick her eyeballs. They're so beautiful. I realized one time when I was doing some work on those lights that I got a little bit of a jolt. So I don't think the outlet that's in my ceiling over there, even though it's a 3-prong, that it's grounded. So I don't know why, but I woke up last night at 2 o'clock in the morning and had to go pee pee, and then I started thinking about it, going, if that's feeding some weird voltage through that camera, and the weird thing is the problem is actually getting to the camera through the line out that goes to the monitor. So if you see someone like, you know, like an amateur like Miles or Matt, and they're standing there going like this because there's a big monitor, right? The big monitor. Actually, there's one in here that's even worse, and I debated if I should pull it out, and I was like, you know what? I don't want to pull it out. It's the problem has to be feeding in that way, because it's not. I don't understand, but so I ran to an outlet that I installed, and which, you know, that means it was done perfectly. And that problem went away. You can touch the hot shoe. No, just kidding. Touch the hot shoe now and not get anything. And, you know, maybe, I don't know. Yeah, yesterday I noticed that even in the monitor that it was doing that roll thing. Okay. One nation under fraud, with tyranny and injustice for all, because this is a fraudulent administration. So, I did the exact same thing you did, by the way. You want to touch tips? Question mark. And we will go no farther with that, Jolson. I have no idea. I have no idea what that mag release is for. And yes, this vertical foregrip was Mr. Holster's. And I'm not exactly sure what this particular one is capable of holding. Or maybe you're not even supposed to. I don't think it's capable of holding anything. I think I just did what they said can be done. I'm not going to sugarcoat anything. The fact that it was Mr. Holster's is meaningful. On the other hand, I completely despise vertical foregrips. I find that it makes the gun. It's kind of like anybody that desires on putting ape hangers on a motorcycle. What control? I mean, is this honestly? You're gonna go a long ways and you're gonna have a pleasurable ride on your motorcycle like this? Harmarsh, I don't want to get all your gang buddies in on trying to track me down, but this is, not only does it look stupid, but there's zero connectivity between you and that beautiful bike. I'd just take a Sawzall and just take that shit right off of some of these beautiful Harleys, all just destroyed. I put a vertical foregrip in that exact same department. There is nothing that I like about. You feel like there's zero control. So I have mixed Poco. I have mixed feelings on this. Not to mention, I quickly looked at the arsenal, and I have one firearm that I can put that on without having to make it even more beefy. I mean, I can do that right there. That wouldn't be too bad. And then I would be able to put it on this guy. I don't know. I really like the little angled, the tiny angled grip that. This would probably be better on. Problem is it's the same scenario. I have to. I can't put this on Alice because Alice has a quad rail, and there's no way to attach that to a quad rail. Nobody has as far as I know, nobody has come out with an adapter that's the opposite of this. It would need to be a clamp with the two holes for the key mod here, which I've also gotten beat up by you guys, and fine. I came over to the dark side. Moving forward, I don't purchase any key mod rails. It's the Magpul, and I kind of wish I would have just done that in the first place. So now I've got shit in the drawer that will work with one, won't work with the other. But yeah, if I had a way to put this little guy on Alice, I probably would. Right now, Alice is actually running an old school Magpul angled foregrip. I like it on there. I mean, it definitely gives you, something robust to hang on to, something Joey knows nothing about. So first in was Harmarsh saying, hey. Sub-comment from Jorn was laugh out loud, which I don't get. Brad, hell yeah, brother. Hell yeah, Brad. Then Jorn, Eric, the Viking is making big words now, laugh out loud. That's what I do. It was awesome. Then Jordan says, bring your daughter on here. That's not the one, but that's like Visa. That's everywhere you want to be. Jordan, I would I have no problems doing brew reviews with either one of my daughters. One is in the state of Virginia, so that's out, and the other one doesn't. Is always so busy, but I'll see what I can do. Paul from PA Brew News. Here we go. Cocktoberfest. I noticed a little ball sack in there. Harmarsh. Most grips are glued to some extent. You might have to cut them, but you can get the grips off using an air compressor. I never did. I've never seen that done, but that makes total sense, because if you poke a hole in one and the pressure, hydraulics. But I'll be cutting these ones off, and then I don't know how this is going to go. Miles is like, this isn't going to be a problem, but I know the new one is the whole assembly, which I think goes inside of the switch housing and the throttle, where the throttle cables come in, where it has to go in there. It'll all make itself painfully obvious. Of course, right now, and unfortunately, I wish you could. I wish I could control how people ship stuff, because the latest, as I said, the latest game from my my main post delivery douchebag is well, he said he wants everything on his porch. And I'm going to play the little game that there's 4 stairs and no handrail, so I guess I just can't deliver any more packages to him, so I'll just continuously leave notes. I'm going to continuously call your supervisor, you piece of shit. But I'll put something on temporary. Right now there's a note out there because I'm waiting on the grips for the VMAX, and it says if this is my usual mailman who is incapable of walking up 4 stairs, could you please put the package that I have tracking information for, that I know that you have, on my deck? Thank you. Sub-comment from Sharky. If just plain air fails, use a powerful jackhammer connected to a compressor. Smart ass. Now, I'll just be cutting them off. I'm not going to be. I mean, I like the grips and all. And there's no real reason to adios them. But I'm hoping that the ones that I got are better. If not, I'll just go back to the drawing board and order some more. Poco Loco, top 10 for the Blow Jays. The Chaos Theory. Agent Chaos. Oh, shit. I'm early. Whiskey. Oh, you spelled that wrong, Agent Chaos. I'm only doing this because it's you. And, but since he did spell it wrong, that does open up a whole extra 2 rows here. No. So we got, we got Bushmill. We've got whatever the hell that is. Oh, Killian. Let's see, we've got, no. Okay, it's coming down to Woodford Reserve, or let's do some Knob. 90 proof smoked maple. It's spelt wrong, but spelt right for Agent Chaos. Little thing called show prep. Locked and loaded tonight. I think we're going to talk about how much I like putting my mouth on a red snapper. Let's see, sorry, I bumped all this. So safety first, guys. Safety first. Agent Chaos, my brother. You know what sucks is that I live here and you live down here, and we don't get a lot of time to I gotta play Does It Mix with a couple of these. This That's some good shit right there. Ah, Poco Loco, you pissed me off, you son of a bitch. Vertical grips are gay, okay? In a non-happy way. Poco Loco, the dude wipes are for the bug out bag giveaway. Okay? Yeah. Harmarsh, he probably drops it every chance he gets as an F-U to you. Oh, I'm sure. Harmarsh, I know exactly what you're talking about. You're talking about my packages. I can send stuff to somebody, and they'll send me a picture about how it looks perfect. And yet, I have had broken bottles of Boondockas. I don't think I've ever had a broken... Satan does pretty good. Satan wants to make sure that his word is delivered, so... Speaking of that, any of you guys follow the TV series Evil? I highly recommend it. Just a great show. Great show. But don't jump in the middle of season 2. You really have to go back and start it from episode 1. Each episode is like a standalone, but they're all tied together. Nice freckles. Okay. Poco, I put this all in an email. Laugh out loud. You did not put in the email what the Hive Industries mag release is for. I found the email. I have the stock one from Jay that I'd be able to compare, and I'm just thinking about how this goes through and where the spring ties into it. Actually it's a bar, so I don't know if this. No, this can't be for an FN. The FN has a bar, and of course. Hive Technologies, zero information, Hive Technologies, 0.
message.
Whatever. Oh, Mr. 27. What'd you send? Oh, some political stuff. I will. I check it all out eventually. And Poco, the beer company, is pronounced Payet, kind of. Oh, it's Payet, kind of? Okay. Poco, the foregrip was from Mr. Holster. I figured it should be with just in stock. Okay. There. I'm glad I was able to fulfill your wishes. Salty, oh yeah. Nakedness. Naked. Whoa, all I did was open that one. I'd licked the can, but Wade informed me that they're all covered in mouse and rat fecal matter. Hey, Salty Shellback, I got something here that I know you'll be happy to see. It's right there. this is oh no. So you got oh yeah. Look at that, Salty. It's like practice session if you want to tongue dart the fart box. Salty Shellback. That's right. This stuff goes with everything. It'd probably be really good. Sorry. Hello. She's always fun. I think a little cognac would be best. I'm just gonna keep pouring it in until it comes through. No, oh, starting to get a little on the soggy side. Okay. Oh, it's like magic. Bite, crack a Twinkie in half, and fill a half, and then enjoy, and then fill the other half and enjoy. Ooh, I bet you the pecan praline would be good in there too. Yeah, I don't. Okay, so I sort of. See, sometimes when you throw a comment out there, you half expect someone to listen to you and you half don't. Well, I happened to mention to Miles that if he wanted some of those Twinkies that somebody sent me, a big box completely filled. The next thing I saw was Miles walking away with the entire box. So the upside is he did me a solid. Or an unsolid. I appreciate that because I might have eventually, since I did the whole thing with Mrs. Nyap, I can honestly say that if she saw everything that I ate, only now and then would she shake her head and go. For the most part, I've really stayed true. Right now I'm having I'm going through some menopause, so bear with me a second here while I turn on the menopause device. Okay, back at it. Gun Glutton. Well, it's better to be safe than sorry. Could I send you a bottle of Buffalo Trace? Yeah, gun glutton. That would be awesome. I don't want to. I don't want to necessarily, take advantage. If there's some kind of a barter that we can do, let me know. Otherwise, I think it's in every one now. Email me. It's B&E Brew Reviews @gmail. It's all one word, but I believe I put it so that you can get it in every video, I believe. I mean, I could verify that right now, because I know I didn't go out of my way to put it in this video, so I'm just clicking on it. And Warrior Battalion, Patreon. Ooh, I might have lied. I don't see it in there. I'm pushing Elite, John Solar, Captaindick Nozzle. I'll put it in this one. I'll put it. I thought it was in all of them. Maybe it's in the. Maybe it's in the about. I remember those days. Oh yeah, in the About tab, under Details for Business Inquiries, B&E Brew Reviews @gmail.com. Yeah, it can be found on my main page. Yeah, I had turn down alcohol. I'm honestly not sure. Without rifling through the book or having NIHAP go, yeah, I sent you some Buffalo Trace. I've heard from multiple people that it's really good, but I have never bought a bottle of it, purchased, myself. But, maybe if there's something from Minnesota worth a shit, which I find hard to believe. How about some Corona? Would you like some Corona? Corona looks good. Salty. It's interesting how people who work for the poison makers are exempt from taking the poison. Isn't that curious? If you're there's more than 100 people working for Pfizer and Johnson & Johnson, yet they're not being forced to take the shot. Don't you think that's curious? You know why? Because they don't want all their employees to die. Hi, March. For what it's worth, I like Vivian as a name for the VMAX. I know, Harmarsh, first of all, as a smart ass, I don't give a shit what anybody thinks, because this was fun. It was me, Christine, and Jules, and Christine's going through names, and when we got to Vivian, it just seemed to have locked. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Hey, I wonder if the algorithms are on. Hey, YouTube, are you listening? Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Joe Biden. Sorry, Tardisius. But it's kind of funny that these chants... 80,000 people? Really? First of all, we all know that's bullshit. There was no 80,000 people. It was fraud. All fraud. And if you don't believe that it was all fraud, your shot's probably working just the way they wanted it to. Yeah, 80,000 people. How come nobody was yelling, fuck Trump? Except for a few of the screamers, and I still love that track. I can listen to that. I can listen to that, whatever it is, scream all day long, especially to Metallica. Yep, 38%. The most voted for, the highest number of people voting for one person in American history. Fuck Joe Biden. Fuck Biden. Fuck Biden. There's Biden's. Again, media's trying to cover it all up. We've got Americans still behind enemy lines. Every death, no matter if it's an American or a person that helped an American, every one of those deaths is on Biden 100%. Oh, Trump had a plan in place. Oh, that's funny. In your first 5 minutes of being in office, you adiosed all sorts of things with your pen, but yet months and months and months and months later, you're going to blame it on Trump. I'm sorry, but unless you have your head fully ensconced in your fucking ass, those are the only people that really believe it. The ones that can't think for themselves. David, can't wait for our date on Saturday. We'll find donuts. Cobra says, don't forget about the holes. Yeah, I gotta make up a big batch of fresh coffee, so I'm ready to roll. David's picking me up at 8 a.m. and we are heading for the gun show. Christine watches this, so I won't be able to talk about it. But I might have to make sure that I bring some money with us in case I see something I can get. I didn't hear anything. Did you? I like this whole honey, we're heading to the largest display of firearms in one store probably in the nation. 0. I didn't even ask you anything. Your budget is 0. So I'm not saying I'm going to buy I actually said this. I'm not saying I'm going to buy a firearm, but if I were to see in a 0, your budget is 0. Okay. I'm not going to argue. The woman just made it possible for me to basically get authorization for me to get one of my longest standing holy grails out of the way, and that is a VMAX. And I wouldn't trade you a thing for the Vivian who is sitting out in the garage. But yep, that 20 minutes later, Harold, that name just fit, especially for a woman that would have been plastered on the tail section of a World War II airplane. I think it's sexy, just like the VMAX, especially this one and the color scheme that it's in. You see black and silver. Black and silver has to be the most popular, even in the new generation. They have kind of this gold, copper, black for like the exhaust and that kind of shit. And NIHAP, I will always admit when I was wrong, and you were absolutely right. The extra part that was in the crate, well, I'm not going to give it to you. I'm not giving you all of it. I said that the bike is loud, and he said that the guy took the baffle out. This is not the truth, or not the facts. I mean, I would never say that NIHAP was ever not telling the truth. The extra part that was laying in the crate, along with the 2 extra side covers and the 2 extra air ram snorkels, was or is for something. It is a sort of a baffle, and I don't know if it would work in the Kirker, but it definitely isn't the one that would have come on this particular Kirker. It looks like it might be another one or a different one. But the bottom line is, just for the fun of it, I took the 3 screws out and pulled the one that's in there out. The one that's in there has roughly a 2-inch diameter. and the outside of it is packed with fireproof insulation, a deadening. I mean, I could probably pull that out of there and make it even louder. But the one that was in the crate, if it is for this, see this one, the baffle is perfectly straight, which means I slid it out of the insulation and then turned around and pushed it back into the insulation. Whereas the one that's in the crate has a flared end on one side and of course the end cap on the other, so the only way that I could even put this one back in would be to take the whole can off of it and probably take all the insulation out of it, put this one in and try to repack it, but with that flared end on it. And the flared end was actually flared bigger than the baffle for the one that's in it now. So in other words, I couldn't just take the one out, push the other one back in, but the one that was in the crate had maybe a 1-inch ID on it, and it probably would make the bike quieter. But here's a funny fun fact. Of course, when I pulled the baffle out of it, now all it is just insulation. That's all that was in the inside of the can, was just insulation. And when I fired it up, it was much quieter. As I slowly slid the baffle down inside of the can, as I got to the very last 3 inches, it went from wah 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 to wah 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 wah. It's like, wow. I know I could make a completely different sound if I actually pulled all that baffle material out of there, and then put the. But I like the way it sounds right now. It pisses people off, and I like that. If you know what I mean. Scourge, just doing upholstering. Just do the upholstering yourself. Practice for when you got a stitch in the big luau. I am not going to use my VMAX as a test bed for how shitty I can sew. Harmarsh, Thanksgiving weekend in Canada, and gas yesterday jumped from 131.9 to 143.9 per liter. And I can say, not bad, good stuff. Oh wow! I guess I'm forced to go with oh wow. It's the only one that makes any sense at all. But one of my choices should have been that's bullshit. Gillian, cheers, brother. Cheers, Mike. And I can say anytime, rock on, no worries. Mike, I'm picking rock on only because it sucks less than the other two. Clyde, whiskey and revolution for all. Hang on, I gotta check this to see if my school bus, Ford F-150, another school bus. Just making sure that wasn't. See, I've had no mail delivery at all, let alone the fact that my grips are shown as out for delivery. If Clyde's picking it, I'm bringing it upstairs with me. Oh, God. And, of course, you know what I want. I want the pork charlotte. Let me see if I move the Paul John and the cognac, if I can wiggle the pork charlotte out, or if the camera is literally sitting on it. Oh, and the camera, see that? Oh. What if I push? No. Oh my God. It's just a fiasco. oh, how did I do this? The whole tripod is sitting. Okay, so first we do this, then we do this, and then we put you back right there. Now I got to make sure that everything is all level, or John Solar will have a frickin' freak out. Now that pipe you see has to like follow right along the top of the. I think I did good. I think I did okay. The problem is do I have a smaller? You know what? Smaller. That's why I originally had this Sharky. I had this locked in there like a little prison, because this is the last. Everybody has said it stopped aging as soon as it went in the bottle. But this is a bottle of Chivas Regal from he wasn't even sure. Somewhere between 1972 and 1974, this was purchased. So it was 12 years old in 1974. And even if it isn't the greatest thing you have ever placed in your mouth. Okay, I gotta undo this because I gotta lock this guy in. Sorry. I'm sorry. Oh my God, and the Regal is 1/4 of an inch taller. So this could go either really good or really bad. Okay. Oh, okay, we're there. I don't know. Sorry for these tough technical difficulties, but I tell you what, your second hour is completely free. Now, did we mess with the gods, the John Solar gods? I think we're still good. We just gotta turn away from the gas pipe, and we just want to see Spick. And my new item, but we're not going to talk about him. I mean, not like there's going to be some kind of a test or something later. Okay, so the Regal is locked there. I'm going to put the balconies right there. I don't want to look like I have a problem, so I'll put the cognac over here and the John Paul right. All of a sudden, it looks like I could squeeze another bottle in. I bet you I have enough room for a bottle of Buffalo Trace. That's weird. Coincidence? I think not. Hey, since Jules isn't here to throw it away, I'm gonna pour me some Port Charlotte, and I'm gonna take it up for locked and loaded. Oh, just look at that, Clyde, huh? Cheers, guys. Now you know what the Port Charlotte is? The Port Charlotte, now, if I had them together, which I've made the comment that I would never allow this to happen, and yet it's happened for 2 different ones. I said I would always have a bottle of Ardbeg 10, and I would always have a bottle of Lafroig 10, and right now I have no representation from either one of to me, the Port Charlotte is almost like Ardbeg and Lafroig had a baby. It has the peatiness of Ardbeg, and it has the smokiness of Lafroig. Okay. Moving on, because I'm gotta go Got an early dinner tonight. Smile money. Point postal worker. Handrails for safety, laugh out loud. Do you need to dress in drag to use those bars? I guess I could consult with my resident expert. Hector, this is just a test to see if you made it. I don't even know where we are time-wise. There's obviously still a video on this card that didn't get deleted because it shows me at 1 hour and 49 minutes, which that's just the total time on this card. If I have a drag bar on the VMAX, do I have to be in drag to enjoy it? Question for you. Smile money. 80% of healthcare workers have gotten the vaccine. Some that have natural immunity question the need, so add another 5%. 85% are bolder writing on the wall. I just got my second shingles vaccine jab and the flu shot. See, now, I don't get an immediate blood pressure increase because both of them have been around a long time and have been tested. Sorry, I digress. The COVID-19 vaccine is the most studied vaccine in history, but not tested. And what are they? What do you... You know, Smile Money, when you create a car part, like a supercharger, you know when they decide to put that in production? After thousands of hours of testing. You could stand here and study it all that you want, but if you don't implement testing it, which... Okay, Smile Money, from the time that it was created to right now, go. How long has it been? Because the normal is 3 to 5 years on a vaccine. Again, it's your body, right? If you want to get your abortion, your jab, you go right ahead. So there's a read more button. Long-term effects of getting the virus are just as unknown as the vaccine. Well, you know, I trust my body to handle this. I trust my body to handle this. Higher power, God. Some fuckstick in the Wuhan lab didn't create mankind. God did. I will trust my survival to me, my instincts, and God, my creator. Long before I trust... Okay, what about the dead baby parts that are in the vaccine? That's a little something that Pfizer doesn't want you to know. If you want, just go ahead, because this is the latest from Project Veritas. I think a lot of people would not have gotten injected if they knew that it was made from baby parts. EMT Railfan, a K-12 is a rescue saw. B5. And B5 is it might be a hit. It might be a hit. It's possible that it's a hit. Yeah, moving on. Good job, EMT Railfan. Rich Huff, cheers all. As always, cheers, Rich. Steven? Is it me, or is the camera a little yellow and the scan lines going from bottom to the top? No, it's just you. Tardisius, you got to ask yourself one question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? Well, you know, Tardisius, if you're to do this right, which
I can't really do, but I can get close. And I guess, Tardisius, if you were to actually do it right, it would have to be like that. But it's something like, and of course I'd have to put the camera down on the ground, which is where, you know, he is. It'd be like, in the confusion of it all, I've lost track. And, you know, I don't know if I fired 5 shots or was it 6. But you have to ask yourself a question. Do you feel lucky? Well, do ya, punk? I gots to know. The .44 Magnum, the most powerful handgun in the world. One shot could blow your head clean off. And then later I get yelled at because I'm playing around with Christine's gun. Thanks, Tardisius. McLean, hey Eric. I don't remember where I heard it, but did you get a VMAX? For good greater glory, shut up about the Xmas. I swear to all things holy, if I hear Xmas one more time, I can't be held responsible for what will happen. Hey McLean. Did you hear? Here, let me, no. Now you get advertising? Oh, Jesus. God! I'm so sick and tired of Google. Just get up. Eat my dick. Now I can unlock my features. Allow assistant on lock screen. Also get personal results when you activate the Google Assistant by saying, "Hey Google," like tapping your screen. Hey, how about
I didn't understand.
Hey, how about I come over there and tap your ass? Have you ever had your ass tapped? I didn't think so. Okay, where's my camera? Why would this shit be on my camera? I didn't... Okay, so it just doesn't do that on its own anymore, or oh, I see, somehow it got deactivated. My bad. My Hey, McLean. How about this, McLean? Oh, look at that. What? I forget. What is that, McLean? Oh, yeah, that's one of those V thingies. Yeah. Yeah. Oh yeah, look at that. Oh, she's like completely naked. Salty, yeah. She's looking really sexy. Okay. I'm sure McLean again. Oh, no, Cobra. I barely made it, but you made it. McLean, Eric, send me your seat. I'll do it. One of the least serious people that I know. Cobra, with a link to a YouTube video. I'm sure this is going to be questionable. Let's see. Looks familiar. Oh yeah, Cannonball Run. Right there. There's your booster, Smile Money. Stephen, Biden made an address to the people from the White House production set. He's not even in the actual White House. Yeah, no, I've seen that. They have a set made to look like it's all fake. Right down. Oh, by the way, I'm not talking to any of you anymore because I won the Powerball. Here, let me show you. Okay, so evidently I don't have it anymore. So it's never mind. If you saw it on Facebook, you know what I'm talking about. It's exactly like the Biden administration, though. Fake. Cobra, B3. Ooh, B3 is a miss, Cobra. Wade, you know you gotta do it, but if you trash yourself doing 100 miles an hour on a questionable front tire, I'm gonna be highly pissed. I will be replacing the skins for next season. It just has some weather checking to it. Yes, I don't trust it to push it hard in the twisties. I will not do this. Wade, I promise I will not go 120 miles an hour or faster with the VMAX this season. And Wade, I appreciate the fact that you care. Sharky, laugh out loud. I just got and opened my local copy of Battleship Board to prep for the new round, but it seems we're in the mid-game before the main trip. Yes, I'll just watch the review and see where we are. Hashtag Battleship Shit Show. If you want, I can just send you a picture. Sharky, nice. You're racking up some good miles on Vivian. Keep doing that. We'll just bitch at you for not doing enough brew reviews like little bitches. Well, maybe not all of us, but I will. Yes, I'll be that little bitch. See, I'm still trying to figure... I like to do a brew review at a bare minimum of every other day. That's at a bare minimum. I like doing them every day, but Vivian got in the way. Sharky, second to the last question. We have to jerry-rig a thing for the NV thing and the EOTech on the Alice. Yes, the EOTech does have night vision modes. The only... I put it away, sorry. The only thing that has is a tripod mount. So that if you wanted to put it on a tripod, that you could. Now, it's only the threaded hole for a tripod, and I don't ever remember seeing a Picatinny rail to a tripod adapter out there. MILF action. Hell yeah, brother. Sharky, A4, just to be sure. A4 is a miss. That's it. That's all the questions, comments, suggestions, pissy ass bullshit, and fun times in literature. Where do I rate this swizzle shit that Poca Local sent me from his neck of the woods? Well, actually, I don't even know that. Payette Brewing Company
753 South Pioneer Street, Boise, Idaho. Poco, you know what I like about it? Is it's different than a lot of the IPAs that I've had lately. If I could find this, would I get it again? Probably not, but you also know that I'm not the greatest fan of IPAs, but it's drinkable. It's a 6-pack, and I will not give any of them away. I might give one to Matt. Matt appreciates a good IPA. And then I know how much you'd appreciate his feedback on this. But overall, for an IPA, I would give it a 7.5, which it's an IPA, and I gave it a 7.5. Okay, going to the gun show with David tomorrow, and then weather's supposed to suck this entire weekend. But if there's a moment that it's not sucking, I'm riding. Hitting the button. Different button than locked and loaded. And there is nobody in the club. Nobody in the club. That's okay. I won't take it personal. Assholes.